Hello everyone, my name is Miss Kristen and I work for the Dixon Gallery and Gardens. This is my friend and colleague Miss Danielle.
Hi everyone.
And today we're going to show you how to do a fun project all about boats. Okay my friends, so today our project is going to be making silly sailboats using some everyday supplies. We'll talk a little bit later about what you need, but for now I wanted to show you guys some boats and the different jobs that they have. This kind of boat is really important. It's called a cargo boat. It carries supplies from place to place. Boats can carry a lot more supplies than trains or cars or planes. On this boat, every single box that you see here is the kind of car you see behind a train. And you can see just how many different boxes there are. So it can carry lots and lots of supplies from one place to the other. This kind of boat is a fishing boat. It's called a trawler. And in a trawler, the boats use these nets that they put below the surface of the water. And when the boat moves forward, it can catch fish and shrimp and other things that people eat. This kind of boat is called a steamboat. It's one of the first boats that used an engine instead of being rowed or man-powered. So in a steamboat, they used coal so that they could spin this wheel and the boat will move down the water much faster than you could if you were rowing the boat. The invention of the steamboat in the 18th century meant people could travel long distances and carry goods and services. This kind of boat is a tugboat. A tugboat's job is to move other vessels in the sea. A tugboat can tug a boat with a line like this one, or they can actually push the boat by bumping into it. Even though tugboats are really small, they're very, very powerful. And their job is to help other boats if they get stranded or if they need services. The last kind of boat we're going to talk about today is a sailboat, because this is what our project's inspired by. A sailboat uses wind to move forward. The wind is caught in these big sails, and the point of the front of the boat keeps the boat going forward instead of from side to side. Next, I want to show you guys some paintings from the Dixon Gallery. The Dixon Gallery is an art museum. We have lots of beautiful paintings of boats. This painting is of a very special boat that we've already talked about. Can you guess what it is? It's a little tricky, but it's a sailboat. But the sails aren't up. When a sailboat gets started, the sailor actually strings the sail on this part of the boat, which is called the mast. And that's what helps it catch the wind and move forward. In this painting, there are actually two kinds of boats. One is here and one is here. Can you guess what kind of boat this is? It's a sailboat. How about this one? This one's a little trickier, but we did talk about it earlier. It's a steamboat. And you can tell because the steam is coming out of the top. Okay, this is the last painting that we're going to look at. This one also has a sailboat, that's right. And we're showing so many sailboats today because that's what our project's going to be about. All right, friends, now we're going to read a story. This story is called If I Had a Little Boat, and it's by Kaylee M. Lee. If I had a little boat, I would sail it out to sea. Send it riding on the waves. Look how cool this page is. I love all the lines on these waves. Isn't that beautiful? And floating past a tree. What kind of birds do you think those are? They're cute. It would glide above an octopus. Bob beneath the clouds. Do you guys know what kind of birds those are? They're seagulls. Tumble through a marine maze. I like this page a lot too. Look at all the different fish. Does anybody know what this is called? It's a narwhal. And ride a whale's spout. Look how pretty that whale is. I wish whales really looked like that. It would skim between the starfish. Look how happy these starfish are. Except for this one, he looks a little concerned. Then leave the oceans blue to make new friends from distant lands and travel home to you. The end. To make our project today, you're going to need some paper. Just plain paper is fine. If you have construction paper, that will work too, or copy paper, anything you have lying around. You'll need some tape. Again, any kind of tape will work. You'll need some scissors. You'll need some drawing materials. For drawing materials, you can use crayons or colored pencils or markers, anything you have. And then for the mast of our sailboat, you'll need either a straw or a popsicle stick or even a stick from your backyard. Miss Danielle's going to show us how to do the project. So I'm going to turn it over to her and she's going to show you the steps. I would recommend having an adult help you with the cutting and the taping of this project.
All right, everyone. So if you have your materials ready, just like Miss Kristen said, we need a little bit of paper, a straw or a stick of some kind. We've got scissors, tape, and some drawing materials, colors like these. So the first thing I'm going to do is start making my sailboat. So I'm going to use my smaller piece of paper first. And our sailboat, we can make that using some really simple shapes. So I'm going to grab a crayon, and for the sail, the part that helps catch the wind for the boat to move around is pretty much just a triangle shape. So how many sides does a triangle have? We've got 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and I'm going to take my triangle and I'm going to cut it out. So now I have my sail, and I'll put that to the side. Then for the boat, the part where the people sit in that touches the water, one easy way to make that, draw a little smiley face. You can draw a smiley face, a big curve like this. And then I'll just make a straight line on top. Kind of looks like the letter D, like for Miss Danielle. And that part, I think I'm going to color that in first before I color it out or cut it out. So I like to color maybe some stripes. And then I can cut out the bottom of my boat. And I made my boat kind of tiny, but you can make yours a little bit bigger too. That could be something to experiment with. Now, here's the tricky part. We might need to get some help for this. We've got our 2 pieces, and I need to tape them onto my little straw so they look like they're together like a boat. So I'm going to take my tape, peel off just a tiny little piece like this, and I'll stick my triangle on my stick and tape it in place. So if I flip it over, that triangle's on there just like I want it. So I'm going to do that one more time with the bottom of my boat. Peel off a little piece of tape, and maybe I could just set my paper upside down so the color's facing my table. Place my straw on top and put the tape on top just like that. And now I've got my sailboat ready to go. He's so cute, right? Okay, so for the next part, I've got my big paper. I need to make my body of water. Now to allow my sailboat to swim in this later, or to sail in this later, I'm going to need to cut space for this stick to go through. Now I'll show you how that works later, but in order to cut, I'm going to fold my paper in half. So just as best as you can, you're going to line up your paper like this. And see, now we've got kind of a big mouth kind of opens and closes. So on the side that is folded, are we cutting on the side that opens? No, but on the side that folds. I'm going to take my scissors and cut a straight line, kind of big, but I do not want to go all the way to this edge here, okay? So you can make it a big cut, but don't go all the way to the edge. And when I open my paper back up, again, I've got this big mouth that kind of opens on the middle of my paper. So that's how you know you've got this part done correctly. So now that my paper is open and flat, before I put my sailboat, I'm going to decorate it so it looks like we have some water. So I'm going to take mine and draw some waves. Maybe I could even draw a little fish in my water, showing what's happening under the water. Kind of like in our storybook today that Miss Kristen read to us. Could draw a little octopus down here. And you can decorate yours however you like. Two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. Gonna make sure that octopus has 8 little tentacles. And yours, does it have to look just like mine? No, right? Everyone's is going to look completely different. And one thing that's kind of fun if you are using a crayon, sometimes I like to hold the crayon sideways. Look how much color that spreads out if I hold it sideways. And now I think above my water, maybe I could draw some clouds in the sky. And now that my decorations are all done, I'm going to take my sailboat and I'll open this just a little bit to put my stick behind there. And now look, it looks like my boat is sailing across the sea. How fun is that, right? So I hope you guys get the chance to create your own sailboat going across the sea.
So friends, thank you so much for watching and making with us. We'd love to see what you made. If you want to share your creation, you can have an adult help you use the hashtag #DiscoverTheDixon or hashtag Dixon at home, and we'll be able to see your beautiful sailboats. We hope you had fun, and we hope we get to see you at the Dixon Gallery really soon. Bye.